best record going into the All-Star break for the 4th straight year, which has never been done before.
They need him to be a little bit more consistent. The physical skills are there. Of course, he has to move out of Denver because of the emergence of Nikola Jokic, but I think this is a good spot for him.
Now I've seen Nikola Jokic play.
And you've seen Klay Thompson as well, who is averaging 20 points per game. He's now 20 points away from 10,000.
Klay Thompson grew up here, spent his first 15 years of his life here. His dad was the #1 pick for the Portland Trailblazers. Met his wife and Klay's mom, Julie, right here in Portland.
It's okay, Doris. You can stop laughing. You can talk anytime. Just interrupt them.
Look at that defense by Kevin Durant.
Durant, who is a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. He's number 4 in the NBA in blocks.
How about a candidate for MVP?
Yeah, he's a candidate for MVP as well. Although I think at this point you got to say James Harden's a front runner, right, guys?
How about MEP, most extraordinary player?
You still think Westbrook has a chance, given what Harden's did?
I just think on the other side of the break, depending on what Oklahoma City does, I just think he has been extraordinary. He's averaging a near triple-double. Let's just not erase him right away.
Durant with 4 points, 2 for 2 from the field.
But Doris, this league is about winning. And
Agreed.
That's what the Warriors do. And no team in history has done what they've done. And no coach in history has done what Steve Kerr has done.
Curry has it poked away. Aminu, who Terry Stotts said has been their best defensive player this year, gets the takeaway. Lillard then hits a 3. 6 early points for Lillard. Thompson comes right back, can't hit it. Nurkic clears.
One of the problems that the Warriors have, and they're minuscule problems, they're the best team in the land.
Wow, Lillard, you said it, Doris. He loves to play against the Warriors at 39 in the last meeting.
I think the All-Star game should be in Los Angeles every year. This is going to be the 5th year. 63, Bill Russell was the MVP. 83, it was Dr. J. Marvin Gaye sang the greatest national anthem ever. And then it was Shaq, and then it was Kobe, and this is number 5 coming up. That was 04 and 011 for Shaq and Kobe as the MVPs.
Lillard now with 11 points. Did you know, by the way, there's some news about Luke Walton tonight? He got ejected.
No.
Yes.
From what?
From the game. 2 technicals. He's a coach.
Really?
Remember the Lakers?
The Lakers, yeah, no, I love the Lakers. And I want what's best for Luke.
That salary's got about that new teepee you have. As Durant hits and a foul, a 3-point opportunity for KD.
You refuse to play in back-to-back games?
I used to do that, and a whole lot more. And where did that get me? In the hospital on my deathbed. And from there, it got me fired.
Well, you're back. And we're glad to have you here. Portland on a 7-0 run.
I am thrilled to be back. And I have never felt better. I just wish I could play over the top, throw it down. Kevin Durant, what a passer. And what a guy who's done so much for the NBA. Goes everywhere all offseason. Nike sponsors the trips to China every year. He's been to India for the largest basketball clinic ever. Oh, my God.
And Pat Connaughton is a tremendous athlete.
That's a big-time baseball prospect, masquerading as a basketball player. Boy, has he taken a big-time step forward, Pat Connaughton, this year.
As Durant has now missed 2 in a row after hitting his first 3 shots.
Push the ball, Damian. Don't wait for these guys.
Counted in a foul. Lillard already with 15 and a chance at 16 here in the first quarter. Warriors turn the ball over. They have 6 turnovers, 8 baskets, and no threes. Lillard with the left hand. He's got 18 in the first quarter.
Come on, man. He's just working every aspect of his game. You'll get a steady diet of pick and roll and half-court situations. And how about that ability with that handle to navigate and score against bigger guys? That is pretty stuff.
And over the last 3 games, he's got 110 points as Durant gives Golden State its first made 3.
This Blazer crowd, which has the all-time record, 18 and a half years, filling the place up. Then the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird are in second place with that, 15 years. Michael Jordan's Bulls with 13 years after that.
Durant cans it. He's got 14.
So now they're all fired up, the Warriors are. Beautiful. Throw it down, big man.
Young Zach Collins, my friend. If David West is standing anywhere near the mid-range at the free throw line, don't leave him. Don't even think about it.
West in his 15th season. We're going to have another Warrior timeout here as they give up another basket. Draymond Green, got to be careful talking to Bill Spooner. He's got 14 technicals. Wow, Draymond Green with the monster dunk.
Throw it down. Before David Stern became the commissioner, he's been out 4 years after 30 years. Adam Silver's done a remarkable job. There was a fight every game. every game. And they just fought for a while. They stopped it. And they started playing again, and that was it.
KD now with 16 points.
KD loves his bike, too.
He does? Does he ride a bike like you?
He rides a bike, and he asked today if he could come with us. So we're going to put that together. He lives in San Francisco now.
How long of a bike ride is that?
Well,
as Lillard gets to the rim and scores, Lillard has 20.
Terrific pass.
Iguodala finds Durant, lets it fly, in and out, rebounded by Green.
Beautiful.
And Durant gets to the rim for his 18th point.
Got to finish this quarter out with your Portland. Giving them a ton of momentum right now.
Durant drives again. And great spin.
KD.
Come on, that's guard skills.
Coming up Toyota halftime, Isaiah Rondo and Luke Walton ejected. Michelle, Jalen, and Paul will have that and more as the Warriors have a chance to make it maybe single-digit deficit. But Durant misses on the three.
Luke was ejected?
Yeah, we covered that earlier. 1 second to go. Corner three. Napier. No good at the horn.
I have failed as a father.
Here's Curry. He struggled in the first half.
Yeah, struggle this.
2 of 9. 1 for 4 from 3. And now the Warriors back within 9. That's his second 3 of the night.
Have you ever seen the Warriors play before? Blazers went 41 and 41 last year. This year they're 6 games ahead of that pace. What they really need is the front court to come alive every game. Look at Kevin Durant.
And Durant now with 22 as McCollum picks up another foul, and Durant will go to the free throw line.
He is Steve Jobs. His ability to create something out of nothing. But the way that KD and Steph treat the young fans. I mean, and LeBron the same way. It's just fantastic. The way that Jim Barnett did for me when I was 13 years old.
Lillard knocks down another three. His third. He's got 23 points. Lillard averaging 30 per game in the month of February. That's second best in the league. Durant rattles it home from three-point range.
How about the vision of Steph Curry to understand where KD, who was not in his line of vision, was on the floor?
Well, Steph's career was on the ropes 8 years ago. After his second year, he needed that major ankle reconstructive surgery there. 3 months in a cast, and that's when he started working with Accelerate Basketball down in Charlotte. And that's where he learned how to do this incredible dribbling display, since he was sitting in the chair, just working on his ball handling, waiting for that foot to get better. And fortunately, Accelerate Basketball did their job, and he's done it ever since.
Durant again, a 4-point chance for KD. He's got 29 points on 16 shots. And Golden State within 3. They trailed at the end of the first quarter by 13. They were down 20 at one point.
A real small lineup, and KD is not going to get back in there and play the big man.
He's fouled again! Back-to-back 4-point opportunities for Kevin Durant, who's got 33 points.
What is the record for consecutive 4-point plays in the history of the NBA?
Research is on it. Lillard knocks it away. Numbers for Portland. McCollum pulls up and drills a triple.
Great pass. Oh, my gosh.
Curry with the finish.
Curry, KD, what a show. Mozart, Steve Jobs, together. We're calling for overtime, multiple overtime.
Thompson with the 3, his second 3. He's got 10 points.
Let it fly, Kyle. Clay. Kyle, Clay, I don't know. Look at that backdoor.
Lillard now with 29 points. Lillard steps inside the arc and buries it for 31 points.
Now we find out who's in shape. This is what you live for as a player. You know, it was 32 years ago today that Larry Bird had a triple-double in this building against the Blazers, playing left-handed.
I saw that on SportsCenter today as Lillard hits in the lane and now has 33 points.
So that's where you were, doing your research on SportsCenter. And you could have come to practice and learned how fantastic the Warriors are, in that Joe Lacob is flying his personal plane up here to take the 4 All-Stars straight to L.A.
Durant now with 38. I was resting today to get ready for this tonight.
When are you going to wake up?
Possibly never after this one. Meanwhile, it's a 3-point game as Aminu is rejected by Kevin Durant.
Send it back.
And then deflected, they say, by the Warriors, so it will stay with Portland. How about Durant, who's averaging 2 blocks per game, good for 5th in the NBA?
Are you old enough to have heard of NBA TV?
Are you talking to me or Doris?
Either one who's listening, who's still awake.
Yes.
I tuned you out in the second quarter.
Yes, we're old
So
enough.
they're, two of my teammates are interviewing each other on Monday on NBA TV. Kevin McHale is interviewing Larry Bird.
That is going to be so
Larry's
cool.
interviewing Kevin. That will be spectacular.
That is
Two
cool.
of them. Well, Larry's at the top of the mountain of trash talkers, and Kevin's a fraction behind, maybe with Coach Wooden right in between.
Did you meet Cassidy?
I did. What a nice young lady. How fantastic.
Terrific broadcaster as well, although we haven't heard much from her tonight. Someone's been talking.
Well, we're celebrating Oregon's 159th birthday, and we're celebrating the brilliance of Steph Curry.
And a tie game, 99 apiece. Warriors have led for only 49 seconds. They trailed by 20 in the first quarter.
This is the same game, I think, that you buried the Warriors, basically called them frauds.
Wow, McCollum with a basket and a three-point opportunity. What a shot.
Was he talking to you? Did you call the Warriors fraud?
He buried them.
I don't know who he's talking about.
He threw dirt on their coffin. and now they're right there. And that's in your face, whatever your name is. I forget. Dave. Acknowledge your problems. Find your path forward. Use your cue cards. I love Cole.
No one knows what you're talking about, by the way, is C.J. McCollum with his third foul.
I disagree.
And now Draymond Green, another foul. He just picked up his third. Oh, he might gotta be careful now. He just slammed the ball down. Obviously, fans here want a technical, but it looks like cooler heads will prevail. That is personal number 4, and the Warriors in the penalties, so Damian Lillard will be at the line.
These fans are so awesome here in Portland. Send it back. What's the commotion about? This is not one of your faux controversies, please.
Here's Young for 3.
Come on, you got to make that shot.
Nurkic with the rebound. Young has struggled in this game. 0 for 3, no points. All of his attempts from behind the arc.
You should have seen him at practice today. He hits a half-court shot and then goes and runs and stands on the scorer's table.
Nurkic, Lillard took a shot to the face after he made the pass.
Never leave it in practice, Nick. Come on, man. Game time. Steph Curry's release. Learning from his dad, Dell. Learning from Chris Paul. Watching Reggie Miller and Steve Nash, his young heroes.
How about Green with the block?
Green is just awesome.
Defensive player of the year a year ago. Offensive foul on Curry. That's number 4 on Steph.
Who is that? Is that Aminu? Or who is that?
Yeah, just look at the number. It's number 8. That's Aminu.
So, Steph Curry is going to throw Al Farouk Amino down right. I hate flopping. Please, come to play ball. Don't come to abuse the rules of human decency.
What a night for Lillard. He's got 40. There's Durant driving, looking for 40 points tonight. Draymond Green outside, no. Thompson rebounds.
Nice pump fake.
Durant ran into the official and still hit a 3. That's not a 4-point play.
Oh, Tony Brown, way to go. Sacrifice your life so that we can live one more day.
He had 2 4-point plays in the first half. Got a season-high 41, his most as a Warrior. 4 minutes until the All-Star break. And if you heard Steve Kerr's interview with Cassidy at the end of the first quarter, he said they've been in the All-Star break for a while. What a play, Lillard, 42 now.
I could not disagree more. This team is awesome, and they have played very well tonight. The Blazers, and when you're the champion, you got to face everybody's best every night. You got to face everybody's best crowd every single night, and that wears on you. You think it's easy. You sit over here in your fancy clothes on your ostentatious throne and your ornate desk here. Please.
Nurkic in the paint gets 2. Nurkic coming alive here in the fourth.
This is hard labor.
He's got 8 here in the quarter, 17 in the night.
And if the Blazers do win this game tonight, these fans will believe.
Durant's got 43 on 23 shots.
I believe in Kevin Durant.
Lillard threw it up there because he thought he was going to get a foul called on Thompson.
Here it is, the competitive greatness of Steph Curry.
Durant's 3 is there. He's got 46. And it's a 3-point game. His most as a Warrior, 8 points away from a career high.
Don't make him create for himself.
Durant, while falling down, he makes it. He's got 48 and he lost a shoe.
Are you kidding me? Brilliant, spectacular.
And he gets back down court in time to guard his man after losing a shoe and hitting the deck.
And he's so slithery. At 7 feet, the guard skills he brings, he's impossible to guard.
I concur. And his versatility, and he plays. That's a foul there. They just held it.
And now Durant will go to the line. That's the second foul in the last 2 minutes on Portland. And Kevin Durant now with 50 points. His highest game as a Warrior. He's 10 of 10 at the line. The Warriors have made 14 straight free throws. It's a 2-point game. Here's Durant. He's got 50, looking for 53. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. He turned it over. His foot was on the sideline. So it's Portland ball with a 4-point lead.
You could not ask for more from a basketball game tonight. Thank you, Warriors of the Golden State. Thank you, Blazers. Thank you, Adam Silver. This is awesome. This is what we live for.
The officials are having a discussion now.
So is this the Sean Elliott Memorial Day game?
They can look. Remember now, they can look to see here.
Right. Or is his heel up the way that Sean Elliott's was?
They're going to say that, Durant's foot was out of bounds, so it is plays the ball. I think you guys would agree that even if the Warriors don't have home court, they're still the favorites to win the championship, right?
No doubt.
Never discount home court, especially when it's Texas. We've seen things go down there. Oh, my.
We need another quarter to discuss that.
They get it to Lillard in the backcourt. Thompson will foul him with 7.8 remaining. 42 tonight on 25 shots, and he's got 2 more free throws here to add to that total.
There are so many good teams. There are so many young stars. This league is in perfect position to dominate the entertainment landscape in sports for a long, long time. And the leadership at the top, addressing the problems, just always moving forward. Thank you, Adam Silver. Thank you, Mark Tatum. And the MVP chance rained down. I'm not sure he's going to be in that discussion this year.
The Oakland native with 44 points. Grew up 5 miles from Oracle Arena. 6-point lead.